my grandfather did.
Wow.
And they kept a tin cup. It was big around and about that high with a handle the whole way. And it was there for everybody to drink out of. And my mother thought that was wrong. And eventually he did get rid of his tin cup on the drain board by the pump. You know what else they had? They had a great big stove with one section where the burners were, beside the burners was flat, but when you opened it, there was a fire in there, wood. You had to keep that going. So you always had hot water in that old, I think the water must have been in that. I'm not sure where the water was, but there was hot water in there. And maybe I remember it wrong. Maybe the fire was here and the water was above it.
So there was always a fire going?
Hmm?
There was always a fire going, you said?
Mm-hmm. If they were. Yeah. And a lot of people in the summertime had special rooms outside where you could cook instead of cooking inside your house, heat it up. But I never lived in that.
Yeah.
Annie Beck's family had such an arrangement. And Annie Beck was a Mennonite lady that worked for my husband's family forever. She came when she was 19. She was young anyway. And when I joined the family, she baked a pie every day, every morning. She baked a pie. They had fresh pie for lunch every day.
Mom, can we start doing that?
No.
You know what?
They also worked all day outside.
That's
probably.
why Grandpa was such a big child. They also had a farm with Jersey cows. Brown, is that Jersey? Anyway, they had cream on the table. You couldn't pour it because it was too thick. You had to get it with a spoon.
Oh, wow. Can't be healthy.
You put it in your hot coffee or something, it would melt.
Interesting.
But that was hard for me to learn not to eat that thick cream. And Unc was a doctor, and he sat at the end of the table, and he had iceberg lettuce salad every noon. And he had, what was I going to tell you about? My mind is going to different things. Oh, his cup of coffee. You'd wash his cup and there'd be the sugar in the bottom of the coffee. He'd put the sugar in it and never stir it up. So it just sat. But there was always a great big blob of sugar in the bottom of his coffee cups.
It's funny.
Do you remember Unc at all? Probably not.
Was Grandpa's brother?
It was, no, it was Bill's uncle.
Okay.
We called him Unc. He
I
was,
don't remember.
he was,
I remember stories.
yeah.
I know his name.